Hi, I'm Gohar Vardanyan, and this is a video for the Strings by Male Unexplored Repertoire series. In this video, I'm going to read one of the solos from Classical Guitar Solos by Brian Roberts, and this one is called The Drifting Clouds of Autumn. I really like this piece by Brian Roberts because of the mood that it creates, and the title is very fitting, The Drifting Clouds of Autumn. Now, technically, the piece is not very difficult. I would say an advanced beginner would be able to play it. There's some slurs and some scalier passages and some shifts that might give you some trouble, but overall, it's not too difficult. But musically, that's where you will come across the challenge, because if you just play it straight, you won't really do it justice. So before you actually learn and perform the piece, I would say try to use your imagination. You can go and look at some clouds and make this imagery for yourself of what you see of the sky and the clouds moving, and see how that would translate into sound. What I took from it was that clouds usually move pretty slowly, and they're kind of unpredictable, and there's not one steady movement. Sometimes they disperse kind of quickly, sometimes they're very slow. So I wouldn't play this piece completely straight, because then it's not really how the clouds and that mood of a slow sky is. So right from the very start, these opening notes, if you just played it straight, then you're not really saying anything with it, just playing notes. And that really will take away from the mood right from the very start, even though it seems simple. So what I would do is think about what you want to do with those 6 measures. You have a moving line, a B that becomes a C, and then becomes an A sharp, and then it resolves to a B again. So when you're playing these, maybe you want to bring that out. Maybe you want to do a little bit of crescendo like it says, bring out the A sharp even more because it's a dissonant, and then resolve to a B. And the timing of it, for example, you can play with it a bit. Obviously, I'm not saying change the rhythm, but you can play this and push it a bit. And there's really many possibilities that you can do. I was maybe taking extra time between the E and the B, and then playing these pretty even. And then here, when the note changes, I was taking a bit more time before the G, just to give this note time to blossom. And then here, because of the dissonance, I was bringing it out even more. Because it's asking to be resolved, I kind of delayed the resolution. So that's one possibility. Now, when the next passage comes in, I would never play it straight. not saying anything. But, for example, if you stretch the beginning of it and sort of make up the time towards the end of the measure, and the next passage as well. So instead of playing this straight, I took more time between here, and then as I went along I sped up. And as I arrived here, I took extra time for the chords just to emphasize my arrival. And then here again. Here you can stretch. So this gives you an idea. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be exactly what I did. That's why there are different interpretations. But either way, think about it, see what kind of image you can create for yourself and how you can really embody that mood into the piece with the sound. First, of course, you would need to play it with the metronome just at least once or twice to get the relationship between the different rhythmic values correctly. Sometimes what happens is with long notes that you're supposed to hold, because they're so long at a slow tempo, people seem to eliminate the last beat and not wait long enough. So doing it with the metronome a couple of times will really show you how long those whole notes are, so you get the right feeling. But once you have the count right, then turn off the metronome and use your imagination in order to be able to put the mood into the piece. And I will record a couple of more pieces from this book so you know the content of it. And as always, there will be a direct link to the Strings by Mail catalog in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching.